Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Now, faking the give. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill.
Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Kaiir Elam. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. They'll run with the 2nd-round pick in the April draft. And he will score. Touchdown, Nighthawks. On for the PAT is Aubrey. He gets it to go. And the Nighthawks will move out to a 14-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. I fumbled the football. The defense has got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one.
Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal at the 3. The shotgun, a throw from Milton. To the goal line and in. Johnny Wilson. Touchdown, Nighthawks. Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Nighthawks will take a 21-7 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. And we had a chance to sit down with the quarterback this week in practice, he preached the importance of that I have to do a better job protecting the ball. Well, so far here early, it doesn't seem like that's been the case. He's been a little reckless here in the opening quarter, and he's going to have to clean that up throughout the rest of this game.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 22 yards there, and that will be a first down. It's Walker. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's catastrophic. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
A gain there of 11. That's enough for a first down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yards?
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. He's going to let this one go deep. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Let's go now. I want to see some points.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Throw on the run is complete. They'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll look to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it with Walker.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak. Like, you don't necessarily have to sprint them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Go with their fullback trying to get it. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If you can't protect the quarterback in the NFL, you might as well just throw your entire playbook in the garbage. Everything starts there. And with the amount this quarterback's been hit and taken down here in the 1st quarter, are we confident
that's going to be intercepted in the end zone? And the Nighthawks are going to take over at their own 2.
being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back in the field.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter.
Guys, you're embarrassing us.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. To the end, it's Milton. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. He'll air it out deep for Wilson.
This offense has to find a way to be better than 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So be returned from the other side of midfield. Oh, no fair catch, and he pays the price. Big shot to make sure this return didn't even get started. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Once again, it's Walker. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. He'll drop to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Haven't even reached halftime yet. We see this quarterback just continue to put the ball in harm's way and make bad decisions. He's lucky it didn't add another interception to his stat sheet, and as they approach halftime here, they got to regroup, and he's going to have to make the better decisions here in the second half.
Huff brings it in left side. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Into space. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Nighthawks. Now Aubrey for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no moves to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And the Nighthawks are going to have him here as they'll start from their own 7.
It's a no-score deep.
Now this looks like a design run. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Milton. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screen play.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Nighthawks. On for the PAT is Aubrey. It's up and good. And the Nighthawks add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I'm Vanessa, I like salsa, I'm a dancer, you pay fees for my big show, any beat